Ever wonder how many trees are on Earth? Try wrapping your head around this. 3.4 trillion. But here's the jaw dropper. One company alone uses 1% of them every single year. IKEA. Yep, around 30 billion trees are cut down annually. That's nearly 1,000 trees every single second. And what's wild is this global furniture empire didn't start in some fancy boardroom. It started with a kid with dyslexia, a kid who began by flipping matchboxes. He couldn't even remember product names. But that so-called weakness, it turned into a superpower. Welcome to RivoTV, where real stories feel like movies. Let's dive into how one boy's hustle built a furniture giant. His name? Ingvar Kamprad. Even before he could spell entrepreneur, he was one. At just 6 years old, he got 88 Swedish ore from his grandma. And instead of buying candy like most kids, he bought 100 matchboxes. His first customer? His grandma again. She bought one from him for 3 ore. Then the neighbors followed. That tiny investment turned into 3 kronor. Not life-changing, but it lit a fire in him. A little voice saying, if I buy smart and sell smarter, I can build something big. While other kids were out playing, Ingvar was hustling, selling pens, watches, even random household items. Every coin he made went right back into the business. But there was something holding him back, or so it seemed. He had trouble reading and remembering things. Doctors diagnosed him with dyslexia. Instead of letting it stop him, he found ways to adapt. At 17, he made real money selling 500 pencils at school. Seeing his dedication, his father gave him some startup money, not for college, but to officially register a company. In 1943, IKEA was born. No office, no storefront, just a small shed where he packed every order by hand. In the beginning, IKEA sold all sorts of random items, wallets, picture frames, lighters, just everyday stuff. But Ingvar realized it wasn't the products that were the problem. It was the middlemen. Shipping and distribution costs were killing affordability. So he cut them out. Then came his breakthrough, furniture. After World War II, Sweden was building homes fast, and every home needed affordable furniture. Ingvar saw the trend and jumped on it. But his dyslexia was still a challenge. He couldn't remember product numbers. So he came up with a clever workaround, giving every product a name, Swedish names. Instead of confusing codes, customers saw things like Billy, Lack, and Klippen. It made the catalog feel more personal, more human, and people loved it. What started as a workaround became part of IKEA's identity. But success always brings competition. IKEA's low prices made other furniture companies furious. They blocked IKEA from trade shows. They pressured suppliers not to work with them, even tried to get their catalogs banned. But Ingvar didn't back down. He got creative. He started hosting his own trade fairs, promised fast payments to suppliers, 10 days instead of 90. He even arranged nighttime deliveries to stay under the radar. When Swedish suppliers pulled out, he looked to Poland. That was a bold move in the 1950s. But it worked. Every attack made IKEA tougher. And then came a game changer. One day, an employee watched a customer struggling to fit a table into their car. The idea? Remove the legs. That single moment sparked the birth of flat pack furniture. Products that could be packed in boxes and assembled at home. Cheaper to ship, easier to store, less damage. But there was also a surprise benefit. Customers actually felt proud putting the furniture together. That emotional connection became known as the IKEA Effect. People value what they help create. IKEA's first megastore wasn't just big, it was strategic. One entrance, one exit. Shoppers had to walk through the whole place. You didn't just grab what you came for, you discovered new things along the way. But then sales started dipping around lunchtime. People left to eat and didn't come back. So Ingvar came up with a simple fix. Add a restaurant inside. It worked. Now IKEA wasn't just a store. It was a day-out experience. Shopping, eating, relaxing, all in one place. By the 1970s, IKEA had gone global, but big growth came with big controversy. To avoid Sweden's crazy inheritance taxes, Ingvar created a web of trusts and foundations overseas. Smart? Yes. Legal? Yes. But critics accuse him of tax dodging. Then came a bigger scandal. In the 1980s, reports surfaced that some IKEA products were made in East German prisons using forced labor. It caused massive public backlash. IKEA launched an investigation and eventually issued a public apology. They admitted their mistake and worked to move forward. Today, IKEA has over 470 stores worldwide and launches more than 2,000 new products every year. But through all the growth, one thing stayed the same. Every product still has a Swedish name, a tradition born from one man's struggle with dyslexia. Ingvar Kamprad passed away in 2018, but his vision still lives on in millions of homes. From matchboxes to megastores, from a kid who couldn't remember product names, to a brand the world will never forget. This is RivoTV, bringing you stories that inspire and surprise. If this one blew your mind, hit that like button, and we'll catch you in the next video.